Whole time sitting here messing with the lights and I forgot my press-ons. Oh, I've never worn this one. That's crazy.
Might see me bend, but never go see me break down. Show me you ain't for me, so fuck it, you in no way now. I know that they watching and wishing I lose it all now. I don't wanna let them all, wish I could remote out. But pain ain't never looked this good. I very well.
Alright, so I got my press-ons on. These are what they look like. Hey, what's up you guys? Makeup's out here. Welcome back to the channel if you're returning, and if you're new here, hey girl, hey. If you know who I am, my name is Makeup's Out. Today I actually have a different kind of video for you guys. Today I have a Amazon, Walmart, Target, kind of like Home Goods. Did I go to Home Goods? I think I might have went to. No, it wasn't Home Goods. It was Marshall's. I went to Marshall's. Is that what that store is called? Show me pictures of Michael's. Okay. I also have like a few just like random stuff that I picked up from Amazon as well that isn't for home decor. I think that might be it. So if you want to see what I got, definitely keep on watching. I got some stuff from Five Below as well. I definitely forgot about that. Only like 5 or 6 of the same thing, but I did get some stuff from Five Below. I'm going to be jumping around from like Amazon to Target to everything else because everything is kind of like in different places in front of me. But if I sound a little nasally, I apologize because I have like a little mini cold and I'm actually cold right now, and I'm sorry, I apologize about that, but I'm usually not sounding this nasally. The first thing that I got is actually this garland. This is a beaded garland. I got this off of Amazon. I want to say this was under, you guys can't even see this. Let me turn this brightness down. This is the garland that I got right here. This is some beaded garland. I want to say this was under $10. This was relatively inexpensive. I'm actually just gonna look and see how much this costs really quickly. Yeah, this garland was actually $6.99 on Amazon, so it was definitely relatively inexpensive. And I put this in my hallway upstairs, and I also wrap it around what I'm going to show you guys a little bit later. But I kind of like twist it around itself and then I stick it through here like this, kind of sitting around one of my vases that I have in my hallway. This is going really well with the updated kind of vibe that I'm going for with my home decor. I'm doing more of like a neutral, earthy tones, browns, tans, dark brown, those colors. So this ties in really well with that. This comes in other colors as well. I know one of the colors that I saw was black and brown, but I wanted to go with the beige one because it fit better with what I was doing in my hallway. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is, this is actually what's in my hallway. Go and grab this from behind me, but this is actually some pompous that I got off of Amazon. I want to say that this was probably about $19.99. I don't 100% remember the exact price. I want to say it was definitely under $20. This is a vase that I already had. This is something that my mom actually gave to me, so I just put it in here. And I also got some rocks. I'm not sure if you guys have seen any of my other videos, but if you watched my empty house tour, you saw that there was like this really weird, just kind of like empty crawl space. I'm not quite sure what it was supposed to be used for. I think it's for like storage or something like that. But I got these rocks from that empty little crawl space in my basement, and I put them in the bottom of here, which I actually need to clean out this jar because all the pompous is shedding into here. But I took the rocks and I cleaned them off and I put them in the bottom of this jar because I felt like it would look really nice with the earthy aesthetic that I was going for, and it kind of tied it together a little bit more. And then this mixed with this just gave it a whole nother look. And then this way, I also have this sitting on a coaster upstairs in my hallway, so it kind of gives it a little bit more height. And the coaster is a wood finish, and it's also marble. That ties all of these colors in as well. And I really do like the way the look of this was after I put the rocks in it. The only thing about this pampas is it does shed a lot if you touch it or move it around a lot. When I was moving this down here, it did shed quite a bit, so I am gonna have to go back and clean that. And it did shed in my living room as well, so if you don't want any pampas that's going to shed, I wouldn't necessarily get this one. Besides that, it does look really pretty. You do have to sit this out in sunlight for it to actually bloom and get fuller. So that's this one. And I do have another one. Actually, I'm going to put this back. So this is the second one that I wanted to show you guys. This one is actually in my office studio. And this one is up on top of my Alex 9 drawers. And for this one, I wanted it to be a little bit more simplistic. I didn't really want it to be too, let me put this down so you guys can actually see it. I didn't want it to be too much with the rocks like I did in the other one. So I just took some jar filler down here that I usually put in my jars for my makeup brushes. I didn't really need all of the filler that I had, so I just took some out of the jars that they were in and put it in the bottom of here. And there's these little pink pieces down here that I don't necessarily like too much, but I bought them back when I actually liked pink, so I just left it in there. There's not really much I can do about that. I don't think I want to spray paint or like do a finish on those, but I thought that this tied together really nicely with the simplistic, just like neutral tone vibe that I was going for. So the next two things I want to show you guys is actually these other two things of pampas. Now these pampas leaves are actually really I would want to say yarn or string. They're not going to shed. They're not going to leave a bunch of fluff all over your house. So if you want to get pampas but you don't want to have to clean up the like shedding stuff out of the jar or the vase, if it irritates you like it irritates me, I would go with this kind of pampas right here. This is the pampas that I got. I got one that's more of like a creamy beige, and then I got another one that's more like an ivory white. So this is the first one. This pack came with, this came in a set of 8. I was looking at this thinking that they accidentally sent me like the wrong person's order, because I was expecting it to be only 3 of them, but it was more than that. So your girl was happy. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this out the package so you guys can see what it looks like before you actually kind of like play around with it. So this is what it looks like when you first take it out of the package. It's just really kind of straw looking, and it's kind of flat, so you do have to like play around with it and fluff it up. And it's really stringy. You can feel all of the strings in it, but you can definitely feel all of the actual strings in it. It definitely feels like a yarn or string or thread texture, but from far away you cannot tell a difference, which it still gives you the vibe and the pampas feel without giving you all the extra mess. So I definitely like these, and it did catch me a little off guard because I wasn't looking too hard into like the description of it. I was just seeing that it was pampas, so I was like, pampas is like under $10, $12, so I'm gonna go for it. But yeah, that's what it looks like when you first get it out of the box. So this is the other one, and it's basically the same way, but with this one it came with like a neutral brown one, and it also came with like these ivory white ones. I hope you guys can actually see this because it's coming off really bright on camera, and I keep on changing the lighting settings. But this is kind of like a cream white, kind of ivory white. But I do have the vase that's actually in my office. This is the one that I have sitting on my office table. This is in the corner of my office, and this is what it looks like when you actually kind of like fluff it up and play around with it. There are 2 cream ones in here and then just 1 taupe one, so you can tell a difference when you actually play around with it and get it fluffed. Hold on, wait, let's put this back and get it fluffed up to the way you want it to be. This looks a lot fuller. So that's what this one looks like, and I want to change this vase. I've had this vase for a while as well. Okay, put that down. I'll do this one. So what I did with these to get them to look fluffy how they were, okay, down. So to get these how they look like I just showed you guys, you just kind of like tease the bottom of it like this, and you just keep going down all the way up like this, and then you just kind of like fluff it back out. And you will lose a few strands when you do it this way, but it's just creating some separation in the base of it, so that way when it actually gets like straightened up out the top, everything that was like textured or teased down here is what is making the rest of this puff out and fluff more. So that's this one, and I cannot wait to use this in different places in my house. The next thing that I got, I haven't opened yet. I know it's in here, I just haven't opened the package. This is a small ceramic vase, and I was finally. The next thing that I got is this tiny ceramic vase. My idea was to put this on my side table upstairs in my bedroom. I didn't want anything too big because I didn't want a huge side table. I just wanted something just to put my computer, my iPad, some notebooks on the side of my bed that I wasn't in the process of using at the moment. So this is the vase that I ended up getting. This is like a, I'm trying to decide on what. This kind of feels, if you've ever had glitter on your nails, that's what this feels like. You guys cannot see this. I'm gonna turn this down. So here is the vase. I hope you guys can see this. I did turn my ring light down just a little bit so you can kind of see it a little bit better. This is just a really simple tiny vase. I'm not quite sure how this would look with the pampas that I have, because that's what I was planning on using it for. This might be a little too small. I might have to go and find something a little bit smaller as far as pampas, but actually that might actually work out okay. So that's what it looks like inside of the vase. It's actually really cute. I don't hate it. So yeah, that's this. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I got from Five Below. I didn't get a lot of things. I just got a lot of basically like the same thing. So I got these canvases from Five Below. I got 2 sets of the 16 by 20s. This one is a 11 by 18. And then I have 1 set of 12 by 12. And these canvases that came in a set of 2 are only $5. So you get these 2 canvases. I'm going to go ahead and open it for you guys. So these are what the canvases look like when you take them out of the package. These are actually pretty good quality for these to be 2 for $5. They're not extremely see-through on the back. This isn't like some kind of like fake canvas material. This is really smooth, and like I said, you get a set of 2 of them for $5. And for some of these, my idea was to take some glue, either some hot glue or some E6000 glue. And I think I was going to do this with the bigger canvases, but glue them together like this and then do one of those fabric art pieces. But I didn't want to do it with these 2. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with each one of these pieces yet. I don't have a specific thing. I do have a specific idea with this one though. I saw a Pinterest. I want to say it might have been a TikTok, but I want to say I saw this on Pinterest. This one was actually $3.25, so this one was really cheap. And this is obviously the same quality as the other canvases, but the idea that I had with this one was, I think they took, I want to say it was straws. It might have been either skewers or like bamboo sticks or something, and they spray painted them gold or whatever color you want them to be, and then they glued it in different lengths and heights on the actual canvas. That is what I was gonna do with this one. The one that they did was a little bit longer, so that's kind of the idea that I had with this one. And then this is the last one that I got. Like I said before, I have 2 sets of this one. This is the 16 by 20. The other set is over there on the other side of the room, but I have 2 of these. And again, this was the one that I actually had the thought process for gluing them together, because I did see a fabric piece. I saw a couple of fabric pieces on TikTok. One was where it was just draped over the whole thing, and then the other one was where it just kind of went across at an angle. I want to do both of them, so I have to go back and get, I think, another pack of this one, and then I should be fine to do both of those. But I'm really excited to do that piece as well as the textured wall art as well. I do have some drywall that I'm going to do that with. I did one off camera and I put it upstairs in my bedroom, but I don't really like it where it is, so I'm going to make another one, and I'm going to move that one to somewhere else. I still don't know where I'm going to put it yet, because it's relatively small. I feel like it needs to go on a different wall, but that's what I plan on doing with these. I want to show you the stuff from Amazon that I got for the kitchen first, and then I'm going to show you guys what I got from Target. So this is a paper towel holder that goes under the cabinet, and I got mine in black. I haven't taken it out of the package yet, but I did notice that this has, let me take everything out. I did notice that this has the option to stick this under the cabinet, so you don't have to use any screws or brackets. And then it also does come with the actual brackets to put it under the cabinet. I think I'm actually just going to screw mine onto the cabinet, because there's already an old paper towel holder there that got like snapped off or broken off. It looked like it was one of those old school like plastic ones. It looked like one of those old school plastic ones that always got like bent out, or one side always went too far to the left or too far to the right. I know somebody knows what I'm talking about, but those old school paper towel under the cabinet holders, that's what was there, and that's what gave me the idea to actually pick this up from Amazon. As I said before, I did get the black one because I wanted to go for black elements in different places in my house. This one already comes with an actual like sticky piece to put on your cabinet. There's a little piece of double-sided tape right here, so it comes with 2. There's a main one and then a replacement, but if you don't want it to be there, you can easily just rip this off, and then there's 2 holes You probably can't see, you probably can see it now. But there's like 2 holes right here to attach it to the cabinet. Now that I'm looking at this, I don't think I'm going to be able to put this under the cabinet this way because of the way it's under the cabinet now. And I don't want a bunch of different holes under the cabinet. So I'm just going to stick it on there and hope that this comes off easy later. That's this, really simple, really easy. I got this because I did have a paper towel holder, but it was rusted and kind of old. I've had that one for about well over 6 or 7 years, and it was time for that to go. So I went ahead and replaced it with this one. And this one is definitely a lot more modern, or a lot more sleek. So the next thing that I picked up is actually a kitchen set, and I got this from Amazon. And this is a set of, I want to say 32. Is this a set of 32? Let me look it up really quickly. No, I was off. This is actually a set of 34. Okay, yeah, so this is a kitchen set. This is a set of 34. And I got this because this had spoons, not spoons. It also had measuring cups and teaspoons in here. I feel like it's missing a few of these. I could be wrong, but it came with a set of teaspoons and tablespoons. I did have some of these, but they were off of the ring. So this part right here that kept all of them together, this part right here had popped. So there's just a bunch of these random teaspoons in my drawer, and I wanted them to be all in a set again. So I got these in the set to just make it a little bit easier instead of having to buy different pieces. And it also came with these measuring cups. Shoot, I think I'm going to take this and put this in my sugar container, because I've been looking for a little tiny cup that I could put just consistently in my sugar container instead of having to go into the drawer and always use that one and have to wash it. So this is just going to stay in there. So that's this. I'm not going to take everything out individually, but it comes with a whisk. This one is actually really tiny compared to the one that I actually have. I think this one might actually stay in the drawer, and then the other one might go into this cup. I don't know how I'm going to do that. But it came with a whisk. It came with a spoon that has the little vents in it, or the little holes in it. These really do seem like good quality. This set is currently $21.55 on Amazon. It also came with a baster. I believe this is a pasta ladle. It came with a regular, just kind of like mixing spoon. Soup ladle. This is for when you're making like cakes, pies, stuff like that. This is when you're like scraping the stuff off the side of the bowl. That is what this one is for. It has a spatula. It came with another one of those like cake ladle spatula things to like scrape stuff off of the side. This one is flat, but the other one that I just showed you guys, this one has like a little cup dent in it. So when you're like scraping it around the sides, it just gets in this little groove right here. It came with tongs. It came with a vented spatula, And it also came with these hooks if you decided that you wanted to hang them up on your wall above your stove. I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think I'm going to actually get rid of these. I might be able to use these for something else. So I'm going to keep these. This also came with, oh wait, there's another one. This also came with its own cup to display the utensils in. You just put them all in here and display them on your counter. So this is what this would look like sitting on your countertop. This makes it really accessible for everything that you need. You can put this right next to the stove. Depending on how your actual stove is, mine is a, I have a flat top, so I could get away with actually putting this on top of my stove. I plan on putting this on my counter so I can free up some drawer space. So I really do like this whole set. I don't actually like this cup container holder for these utensils. I do like that it's all black, but I do not like this little food and drink chef kitchen set thing on the front of here. So I might just sit it like this, or I might get another one. I'm not 100% sure. I saw one on Amazon that I really did like. It was like gold and marble, so I think I'm gonna pick that one up. But that's this kitchen set. If you wanted to get this kitchen set, this is gonna be in my Amazon storefront as well. And majority of this stuff that is in this haul should be in my storefront, but if it's not, let me know and I will definitely put it in there, or I will try and link everything in the description box down below. I hope that was right. So the next couple of things that I want to show you guys are actually for my kitchen. The next thing I'm going to show you guys are actually some more kitchen items. I got some black pot holders, not too like huge, but I got some black pot holders, and these are holders that you can put your hand inside of here, and you can hands and stuff out of the oven. So if you want to sit your pot on the counter but you're not wanting to like make a burn mark on there, you could definitely sit this down on the counter and then put your pot on top of it so you're not burning anything. You can put this up on your wall, and if you wanted to put your utensils in here, like your most used utensils, you can definitely just put it down in this little pocket right here, and it's easily accessible when you need it. If you don't want to display it on your counter, or if you don't want to get the little cup like I showed you guys before from the kitchen set, you can easily just get a little hook, hang this right there, and put your most used kitchen utensils in here. So I really like these, and they seem like they're very high quality. The knitting on here seems really good as well. The part in between the actual holder and this seems really thick, so you shouldn't actually burn your hand at all. So I really do like this. This will be linked in my Amazon storefront as well. I want to say that these were under like 15. I want to say if anything they were about $15. So definitely pick you up some of these if you're looking for some new oven mitts. So the next three things that I want to show you guys are what I'm going to be putting in my kitchen, and or what I already have in my kitchen now because I already started it, but what I'm going to be putting in my kitchen as well as my dining room. So as I said before, I had really ugly countertops and I did not like the walls. So I ended up picking up this contact paper. I had to get a third roll of this contact paper. It is pretty thick, but my wall was really long and I had a bunch of different like height levels that I needed this for, so I ended up having to get a third roll. I am going to have a good amount of this left over, so I got to figure out what else I'm going to use this for, or if I'm going to put it in a different spot in my kitchen. But I picked up this. I will show a clip of what it actually looks like in my kitchen now, or I will show a clip of what it looked like when I was actually in the process of putting it up. And then the next thing that I got is actually this marble contact paper. I really wanted something that was either like a dark marble or a white marble, but I really wanted like a marble countertop for my kitchen. I don't necessarily like this 100%. And the only reason being is this is extremely thin. So if you're going to be overlapping this at all, I wouldn't suggest getting this, because you're definitely going to see where you overlapped it at. But if you can get this and just do it like clean and not have to pass over anything, then you won't have any issues. But I did want to say that this is definitely on the thin side. I would look for a thicker one if you might end up having to cut this a lot. If you cut this a lot, then you're probably going to have to use overlapping and cross it and stuff like that. So this is something that I got. I will show you a clip of what it looks like on my counter as well. I do like it as far as like the overall look of it from like far away, but when you're like up close looking at it and you can see all of the lines under the actual contact paper, I don't like that. So that is this. And I also got this contact paper as well. I have a little ledge in my dining room. It's like just before you get to my kitchen, this room right back here, which that light needs to get dimmed or turned off or something. But I also got this contact paper. This is supposed to be going on the ledge in my dining room, and I also wanted this to go on the ledge on my stairs in my hallway. I haven't seen this rolled out, so I'm excited to see what this looks like. But yeah, as I was saying, I wanted to get this to put on the ledges that I have just randomly around my house. I only have 2 of them, so I might end up having some of this left over, but I really wanted something that was a little bit more dramatic but still yet a little simplistic, because I don't completely know how I'm going to be designing my hallway upstairs. And being that I wanted to go for both of them, I didn't want to do too much, but I also wanted it to look different from my countertop. So this is what the contact paper looks out rolled out. It does look pretty shiny, but I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem when I actually put it on my little ledges. I feel like I actually am going to like this. This feels like it might be on the thicker side. Yeah, this definitely feels like it's a little bit more on the thicker side. So if you got this and put this on your counter, I don't feel like you would have any issues with this. But this would definitely be an option if you wanted to put this on your countertops and change the look of your counters. Yeah, I'm definitely excited for this. So the next few items that I got are some kitchen items. I got these 2 oil dispensers. And on this one, I actually decided to put olive oil down the front of it. I did this by myself on my Cricut maker. I put olive oil on this one because this one is mainly olive oil. And this one I just left blank because I'm not quite sure what I wanted to put in the second one. It might end up changing. But I got these off of Amazon. On Amazon, these also come in a set of 3, but I didn't need more than 2. Really, I didn't need more than 1, but I knew that I had 2 different kind of oils that I usually get, so I just wanted to go ahead and pick up the set of 2. And this is actually really convenient just to have sitting next to your oven. And these are also really convenient to have them sitting right next to your stove, oven. You could easily just pick this up, pour a good amount into your pan on your cooking sheet, and easily accessible. And you also don't end up using too much. if you actually pour it the right way. I know that when I use both of these, if you tilt it too far upside down, a lot will come out at once. But then like once you kind of like get used to using it, you won't end up using too much of the actual oil. I've had these for a couple of months now, and I really do like using these. So the next thing that I got, I showed you guys before. I feel like I showed this in a video or something, but next thing that I got is actually this sugar container. Well, it's just an apothecary jar, and I got this from Amazon. Not Amazon, I got this from Meijer. I got this apothecary jar from Meijer. This was also fairly inexpensive. I want to say this was probably like $10 or less than that. Again, I put this sugar on the front of here myself. I need to change this because it's starting to peel, and I don't really like the way the words look on here. It's a little too big and skinny for me, so I'm going to change this out. But this just has a removable lid, and I just replace the sugar in here anytime this gets low. And I put this on my counter right next to my tea container, and this has become just like really handy. And I like that I can put a good amount of sugar in here. I usually get like the smaller bags of sugar and only end up having a little bit left in the actual sugar bag. So this is actually really handy, and this does come off fairly easily. There's no rubber in here, so I would definitely be really careful with handling this. But besides all of that, I have no complaints about this. I will try and find one of these on Amazon and link it in my storefront if that makes it easier for you guys to get. I would definitely recommend getting one of these because this is definitely convenient. The next thing that I got, I actually picked it up from Target. This is a bamboo compartment drawer organizer, and this is something that I've been wanting to get for a while. The one that I currently have in my drawer is a teal one. I really wasn't feeling the teal anymore. I really wanted to replace it. So this is a little bit smaller than the one that I have in the drawer now. So I might have to pick up another one of these at some point. But for now, I'm just going to leave it with the one. And this does tie in really well with the actual earthy tones, brown tones that I was going for. So I really do like this set. I really do like this drawer organizer. I hope that I don't have to get another one. This does seem like a fairly nice size and really good quality. So I'm just going to go into this bag. This is some more stuff that I got from Target as well, and then I will move on to some more stuff that I got from Amazon. So the second thing that I got from Target is actually this just kind of like cake tray. I plan on using this for like soap, or maybe I might put some candles on here, maybe like a little tiny vase like you guys saw before, this little vase that I got from Amazon. I might just put it on here like this and get another small vase and then display this in my kitchen. But this was, I believe this was $12.99. This was $12.99 from Target. It's a little dusty. I'm not quite sure if that is the way they wanted it to be. I'm hoping if I wipe this off, it will look a little bit better. But I was going to get another one that was way smaller than this one, but it was like $14.99. It was literally like half the size of this one. And when I was walking past a completely different section of Target, I saw this and it didn't have a price on it. It was like nowhere near where it was supposed to be. So I just picked it up anyways, and it ended up being a little bit cheaper than the one that I was going to get, for like 2 times the size of the original one that I was going to get. So I definitely like this, and I'm excited to see what exactly I'm going to use this for. And yeah, I definitely do recommend getting one of these. It's a cute way to display some of your stuff and just up the scale and just like give it a little bit more of a luxurious vibe. So yeah, I got this. I also got some other like semi-miscellaneous stuff. I saw this at Target, which I'm pretty sure this has been out for a while, but I got this Free and Clear Power Wash Premium Dawn dishwashing liquid, or dishwashing spray. I have the spray bottle or the spray for this in my kitchen, and I usually get packs from Sam's Club, but I wanted to try this one because they don't have this at Sam's Club, and I wanted to pick this up and try it out. I also got some like random stuff. I got some forks. For some reason they just kept disappearing. I don't know if I just picked up some forks and knives. I was thinking about getting a set, but considering that I already had a small amount of forks and knives, I didn't see a point in picking up a whole entire set of 50. I believe it was a set of 50. But I didn't see a point in picking up a whole entire set when I already had some. So I just picked up a couple of these. And then the last things that I got in this bag, as I showed you guys before, I got those canvases from Five Below. So I picked up some acrylic paint. These were $1.75 a piece, and I believe another one was $2.75. But I got one in white. I got another one in like a copper gold. This is called Pretty Penny, and it has a metallic finish. I also got this one is called Snuggly Teddy Bear, and this one's kind of like a taupe color. I also got a dark brown, and I also got a black. One of the things I was thinking about doing was one of those acrylic pours where you just pour the paint in different places and then just like spread it across the canvas. So that's why I picked up so many different colors, so that way I can do that. I think I might do a video on it, and if it looks good I'll post it. If it doesn't, then y'all ain't gonna get that. But I picked these up. They did have, I want to say they did have bigger ones, but I wasn't sure if I was actually gonna like this paint. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this really quickly. This is a ceramic potted plant, and this is a fake plant. This came in a set of 2. I will link this in my Amazon storefront. I will link this in my Amazon storefront if it isn't already there now. I will link this in my Amazon storefront if it isn't already there now. But this is just a cute little simple plant. This one was actually in my shower. I took it out because I was in the process of cleaning my shower, and since I already had it in my hand, I just decided to bring it down here. I also have one in my hallway, but I don't like it there, and I don't necessarily know where I'm going to put it yet. I think I might move it into my kitchen because I think now I kind of like the look of this kind of being on here. Just a little bit. I don't know. I might not necessarily put it on there. I wonder if this would look. So I might kind of end up doing something kind of like that. Just really cute. Maybe put a candle on here as well. I really wanted this because I wanted to put it in my bathroom. I saw so many girlies on TikTok with like their plants and stuff in the shower, and I was just like, oh, I want to do that. So I picked this up, and that was the only reason why I wanted it, and I really just didn't know what to do with the other one. So the next thing that I got is actually something for my bathroom. I originally wasn't going to get anything to actually replace like the fixtures in the bathroom, but my kids actually, or one of my kids actually ripped off the toilet paper holder from the wall, and then it needed to be replaced. But I thought instead of actually getting them to replace it, I should just replace it myself, and then when I leave I could just put the old one back on, or get one that can be for when I leave. But yeah, I got this. Ooh, I got this toilet paper holder Just really simple toilet paper holder. I haven't actually had one like this before. I feel like this might cause a problem with my kids, but I hope it goes over well because I really like this holder, and I'm gonna be upset if this ends up coming out the wall and I can't put it back on. This was like, I want to say $5, $6, $7, so it's easily replaceable, but that's what I got this for. It also does come with instructions as well as the hardware to put it on the wall. So since we are still on the topic of bathrooms, I wanted to show you guys these wire racks. These racks I put in my shower. When I first put these on, I was kind of confused on how they actually go up because there's no instructions when you get these delivered, which you would think that is kind of self-explanatory. But when you put this up, you have to make sure that this is actually like pointed into the corner. This is the part that needs to go in the corner, and then it comes with these sticky pieces of adhesive. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and show you what the adhesive looks like because I had to get a replacement piece for one of these wire racks because I actually ended up putting it up there, I wouldn't say wrong, but it was up there uneven. It was sitting more so like down, so everything was sliding forward, but it should have been like back like this, so everything was sitting in here even. So yeah, that's what I actually had to get this replacement pack off of Amazon for. I will link this down in my storefront. I will link these replacements in my Amazon storefront as well, because if you like me and you just be going in head first and you don't completely be knowing what you're doing and you be messing stuff up, you're gonna need your replacement. I would suggest just to go ahead and get your replacement before you order your shelves, so that way it's already there and you ain't gotta worry about it. But these are the actual replacement hooks that it comes with. Let me put it like down here. These are the actual replacement hooks that it comes with, and you just slip it onto here like this, and then this part goes onto the shower wall. So my suggestion, if you actually get these shelves, is to put both of them on here and kind of, there we go, is to put both of them on here and hold it up and kind of hold it up and place it where you want it to be, and then keep this on here, but then have like a marker of where you're actually gonna put it at with like a dry erase or something like that. And then when you're ready to stick it on, take these little pieces off. It has this little protective backing. Take that piece off and then stick it up there, so that way it's even and you don't have to end up replacing these repeatedly like I did. Well, I only had to replace it once, child, but you get what I'm saying. So that is both of these. And again, I got these because I just wanted to mainly have this for my shower stuff, and for me to be able to put my cute little plant in here like the Instagram girlies, because you know I was trying to be aesthetic and I had to get my aesthetics. So that's what both of these were. And I really do like the shelves. Originally I was going to get the pole one that has to go from ceiling to like the ledge of your shower, and I've had bad experiences with those because they just kept on like popping out, and they would be like aggressively popping at you, and I don't got time for getting hit in the head with no shampoo bottle. So I'm gonna move on to some stuff that I actually have for my bedroom. I originally had got some border. I was looking on I was looking on YouTube to see how I could, I feel like I need to brighten this. I was looking on Amazon, not Amazon, I was looking on YouTube to see some stuff that I could do for like wall decor, because I wanted like the double border. I'll put a picture up so I can show you guys what I'm talking about, but I wanted like the double border on my wall, and what I got ended up taking my paint off, and obviously that's like not okay. So I picked up these are obviously wallpaper, contact paper. I wanted to get does this have a color it is on here? No. I wanted to get something that was very simple. I didn't want to get anything that was too bold, and I also wanted it to go with the actual color of the room. My bedroom walls are the same color as the walls that you guys see behind me, and I didn't want to get anything that was going to clash too much with the actual wall. So I picked up this contact paper right here. It kind of has like this Aztec kind of like bohemian vibe to it, and I was really feeling the way this looked. I was watching Glamazante, and she had some contact paper that kind of looked like this in her bathroom, and when I saw it I was like, oh girl, yes, like you did that. When I saw her with this contact paper, I was like, girly, yes, like you did that there. I need to find that. But I couldn't find the exact contact paper that she had, which I'm actually okay with because I didn't want to be too like matchy. So I picked up this one, and I do like that in some places it has a little bit more color in it, and some of it is a little bit more like light, went over a couple times with like some watercolor paint, so it's not too cohesive all the way down the actual pattern. I really do like that element to this. So I picked up these. I can't wait to actually get these on my wall because I've been waiting to do that since they actually came in the mail, and I've been holding off because I wanted to do this video, but I can finally put this on my wall now. The next piece that I want to show you guys is actually another set. This is some boho wall hangings, and I read the reviews on these and it said it was gonna be tiny, but then when I got them I was like, oh, that's actually like tiny. I didn't know that they were gonna be this small, but they're actually really cute. So this one I already kind of like combed out, and that's what it looks like when you put it on the wall. This rope is a little too long for me, so I might have to go back in and like cut this and make it shorter, but that's what it looks like when it's kind of like already brushed and combed out. But this is what it looks like when you first get them. They're kind of like scrunched up and disheveled and all that stuff, and it comes with a comb for you to be able to comb out the yarn, so you can get it to look more so like this, and you can comb it out more to get it to look however you actually want. But my idea was to put it on the same wall as this contact paper, because this wall is not very big. It's just kind of like a little corner wall. Or not corner wall, it's just like a little sliver of the wall. So I was going to hang this on the wall like this, just like either one going down on top of the other. I was thinking maybe kind of like zigzagging it in different places, but I got these to go on that wall with this contact paper, and I thought that would pair really well with it. The next thing that I got is actually just like this big ass like bamboo fake plant. When you get this, you actually have to attach each one of these pieces yourself. So this part comes off, and it has take this off, and it has just this little stem piece right here, and you have to attach the leaf into this little hole right here. It takes a while to kind of push this in here, so you don't have to worry about these just falling off or anything like that. Like, you can pick it up and it won't go anywhere for a good little period of time. So I got this because I wanted to put, let me pick this up so you guys can like see it just like a little bit better, kind of. I got this because I wanted to put something in the background of my clothing haul videos, but I wanted something that was big enough to kind of like draw your eye to it, but not too much so it would take away from the actual like video that I was filming. So I decided to get this. This is leaning like the wrong way. So I decided to get this fake plant. The only thing about this is when I got it, it did smell like bad. You know how when you got that hair from AliExpress and then you open the package and you just like, I don't know if I want to wear that. That's kind of what this smelled like. It didn't smell very good, but if you like leave it sitting out in the corner of your house somewhere, just in the corner, if you leave this sitting out somewhere, if you put it outside for like a day, it'll be perfectly fine. It don't smell no more, but it smelled horrible when I got it. So yeah, I got this plant, and this actually comes in this black container. This basket is actually sold separately. You have to get, ooh, let's put this back down here. There we go. This basket, good enough. So this basket is actually sold separately. You have to actually search this. I didn't actually know what these were called. I just searched fake plant basket or plant baskets. I think there might be an actual name for this. I'm not completely sure. But when I got this, it was sent to me kind of like flat and bent over. When you get this, you're supposed to iron it out or just kind of like shape it until it gets to a point where it can stand up. Even still, this basket kind of wants to tilt over. So I do need to go back and iron this basket so it can stand up better. But it just makes this look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing than having just this black tub sitting in the corner of your room somewhere. So I do suggest getting one of these baskets to make it just look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. And I'm really in love with this plant. It looks really good in the corner of my room. Well, it's not in the corner of my room. It's like right in front of my wall. It's like right in front of my wall in between my closet. But yeah, I really do like this. And this was $45. It was more on the pricier-ish side, but it was definitely worth it. I don't have any complaints about this, and I would definitely buy another one of these. And I would definitely get the taller one. This is the smaller one. I would definitely get the taller one. So if you're looking for some kind of plant to like give yourself some greenery in your house, I definitely suggest getting this. This will be linked in my Amazon storefront as well as this basket. So the next thing we're going to move on to is something else that I got from Target, girl. I got this from Target. So I got this plush. Is this plush? But I got this plush throw. This is the first time I've actually taken it out of its little like wrap ribbon thing, so I have no clue how big this is. But I saw this when I was walking through Target, and as soon as I touched it, I instantly just wanted to buy it because it was just soft and it went with the vibe that I was going for in my room as well as with the rest of my house. So this was just like a no-brainer pickup. It's coming off a little bit lighter on camera than it actually is. I want to bring this down. I always have to change the lighting in my videos like all the time, but you can get the true color of it now. This is like a orangish taupey brown color, and it just, like I said before, it just goes with the vibes of what I was trying to do with my house. And I absolutely love just the color of this. I love the feel of this. It's so soft. I hope this washes well in my washing machine, or in the washing machine, because I hate when you get like fuzzy fleece blankets and then you wash them and they kind of get like crunchy or stiff. I might have to get fabric softener. I usually don't use liquid fabric softener. I just use like the sheets, but this is making me want to go ahead and buy that. But this is the blanket, and it seems to be a fairly nice kind of like size. It's not very long width wise, but length wise it's doing what it has to do, honey. Like, I can just see myself just curled up on the couch. Wait, let me not put my shoes on the couch, because act like you have home training, girl. The fuck? Don't sit up here and put your fucking shoes on the couch. Was you raised in a barn? But I could just see myself just like sitting on the couch, watching some good TV, watching a nice little movie or whatever, just snuggled up in my blankets. Like, y'all see the vibes. Y'all feeling the vibes. I almost don't want to take this off. Like, this is really soft. This is somebody come take this. Take this blanket. Y'all see the vibes. It's cozy. It's cute. It's giving. This is my blanket. Ain't nobody touching this. It's over with. It's mine. Go ahead and take this off of me before I end up taking a nap. So this other thing that I got from Target is really just like the most random thing. Well, not necessarily, but I just got this air freshener. This looks like it was used. Why is this half a can? I only sprayed this once in the store. But this is a limited edition Febreze air freshener, and this is in the scent peach, and it smells so good in the store. I found it in like the center displays in the most random section, and they only had one of them, so I think I might go back and get another one, because this is giving what it's supposed to give. I want everywhere to smell like this. I got these picture frames from Walmart, and I got, how many did I get? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 of these picture frames. Actually, I want to say I got this one. I got this one from Dollar Tree, girl. Like, I'm not even going to hold you. I got this one from Dollar Tree. And obviously that was $1.75 or $1.25. But I got these picture frames from Walmart. And these picture frames are actually some very thick, high quality picture frames. These are actually for letter documents. Oh shit, I got this one from Dollar Tree too, child. My bad. Like, I'm tripping. I got these 2 right here. These 2 came from Dollar Tree. Don't sleep on Dollar Tree. But I got these 2, getting all tongue-tied and shit. I got these 2 from Walmart. This came in a pack of 3. I got 2 packs of these. The other 3 are upstairs, and then I have another one, I believe, in my office. No, I have 2 upstairs. 1, 2, 3. I have 3 in my office. I have these 2, and then I think I got another pack. But yeah, I got these from Walmart, and these actually are for documents. As I said before, this came in a pack of 3. This is actually a really thick picture frame, and the glass is thick too, so you don't have to worry about it being as fragile. It is fragile because it is still glass, but you don't have to be as delicate with this. So with this, you actually load the picture from the front. I was thinking that you were supposed to put it in the back like regular ones, but You actually load it in the front. You pop it off on the corner here. Like this. And this part just comes out. So you put your picture on this part and then you just snap it back in. And I guess that they did that because since this is actually for a document, depending on what the document is, you don't want people really knowing like how to get the document out of there. You want them to struggle, and then by that time you're supposed to be able to know like you stealing my shit. But yeah, I got these picture frames from Walmart. I think a pack of 3 was $7. It could have been like 8. I don't have the price on that. I didn't keep the receipt for this, but I do recommend getting these actual picture frames if you wanted to have more of like a shadow box look to your pictures. And these really do look really good. These look really nice, and these have like a little bit of like an elegant like feel to them. I'm going to show you guys what I got from Amazon, and this is a acrylic set for like pencils, notebooks, paper clips, stuff like that. This set I want to say was under $12, but it came with these, I want to say 4. Yeah, it came with these 4 it came with these 4 pencil holders. I didn't know it actually was going to come with all of these. I did see like some pictures of it like displayed with like the pencils and pens and stuff in it, but I thought that was just like a display picture. I didn't know you actually got all of these, which was a steal. And then it also came with this other pencil holder as well. And this pencil holder has 3 sections in it. And this also came with this organizer as well. And this is this is a 5 compartment organizer. My thought process was to put like all of my notebooks in here that I'm currently using, and then I have like sticky notes and stuff like that, and then all of that was gonna go in here. And I have a bunch of pencils, pens, highlighters and stuff like that, so that will really come in handy with all of these different pencil holders. But yeah, that's what I got for my office supplies and my storage. The next thing that I got is from Target as well, and I got this out of the $5 section. This is just a white bin with some gold handles. My original thought process was to put this in my hallway closet, but at the time when I got it, I used it to put toilet paper in my downstairs bathroom, and it's actually a little bit too big for that, so I'm going to replace this with something smaller, and I'm going to go back to putting this in my hallway closet. But for now, I'm just going to leave the toilet paper in here because I don't have anything to put my toilet paper in. So that's what this is used for now. But pretty soon when I get around to it, this is going to be moving into my hallway closet. My vision for my hallway closet is to have different textures of white baskets, different styles of white baskets. So like cloth, plastic, metal, woven, stuff like that. So I'm slowly working on that, and it's a little hard to like find different things that's actually going to go together that look good together. Even though they're all white, it still kind of has to like match. So that's what this is for. The next thing that I got is this thing right here, which look good. My throat is starting to hurt, y'all. The next thing that I got is actually this thing right here, which looks like a brick, which I promise is not. I don't have no way of opening this without popping a nail. So this is actually for my office, When I was actually looking back after I ordered this one, I saw that there was another Amazon seller who sells basically the same version of this one, and it comes in like a darker brown, and I think I want to get that one instead and put this one in my bedroom because I feel like this would go better with that wallpaper that I showed you guys earlier. Is this gonna like pop out at me? Is this one of those, as soon as it gets air, it's gonna explode? Yeah, this is just a huge... Okay, it don't smell bad. This is just like a huge rug. I will show you guys this when I lay it down in my office in a little bit. But this is a two-tone rug. It has like some cream color in here, and it also has the taupe colors like I said before. You probably can't see it because this ring light is really bright, but it kind of has like the same color like this like this blanket, but it's just a little bit more softer. And this is, I wouldn't say it was a high quality rug. This does seem a little on the thin side, but for the price point of this and how big the rug actually is, I'm not mad at this at all. I really do like this rug. This is pretty, it's soft. I still think that I want to get the brown one for my office and switch this to upstairs. This is a big ass haul. Shit. All right, y'all, so the next thing that I got is another acrylic organizer, and this has a letter tray on the top of it, and this is actually a very big acrylic organizer and a very big letter tray. But I got this from the home office or the office section. Yeah, I guess you could say home office section. I got this from the office section at Target, and it comes with this little compartment on the bottom. This part pulls out, and it has a really cute gold accent on the front of it to open the drawer with. And I actually got this on a discount, or at a discount, because it has a couple of scratches on it all the way around it, and then it's also a little dusty too, like it's been sitting on the shelf for a minute and nobody want it. And I actually really like the gold element to this because I do have a few touches of gold in my office in like pictures and stuff, so that really tied into the feel of my office. And I still want to show you guys my curtains in my office. Obviously I wasn't going to take no curtains down, so I will show you guys that when I go to my office. But I felt like, again, that tied in really well with my office. Just a tip for you guys, if you're ever like shopping out somewhere, if you want to buy like a TV, or you want to get like some stuff for your office, you want to get some clothes, child, just about anything. If you find something with like a tad bit of damage, even like a speck on it, if there's like a little tiny this tiny little dot of a stain on a corner of a dress that you see, get that dress. You might be able to get that stain out. Ain't nobody gonna notice a stain like literally that big, but you can get that for like 10% off or 15% off. This I actually got for 35% off because like I said, it had scratches on it. I did notice that it was dusty, but I didn't care because I could clean it. But the lady was like, I'm actually going to give you 35% off for this. It's supposed to be 15, but like I'm gonna give you 35 because it's dusty too. Like, I'm not about to let you be out here like that. And I was like, thank you, like, yes. So that is this. This is going to be going on my desk in my office. I am so excited to clean this and display some stuff on here. That is what else I got from Target. So the next thing I got, like, this is like so lame, but I got a broom. I wasn't going to show you guys, but I decided to show you guys anyways because I needed a new outside broom. But when I saw how cute this broom was, I know a broom being cute, like, who am I? But when I saw this broom and I saw that it was actually cute, I decided to switch the broom that I have for inside for my outside broom, and then I'm going to use this broom as my inside broom because this has these little teeth on it to get all the stuff that be in the broom off of it. So like when you're like sweeping up hair and stuff like that, it'll get stuck in the broom. So you could use these little teeth and get it off of there. So I definitely needed to have this inside and not outside. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys, or the next couple of things I got, because it's really a set. The next few things that I got is some bath loofahs, body loofahs, the little sponges that you use when you washing up in the shower. I got a bunch of those. It was a set of 32, but I split it with my mom because that was way too many loofahs for me to be just having around my house trying to figure out where the heck I was about to store them at. So we both just got a couple of them. And it came with 4 loofahs in each bag. And I have 4 bags. And they all come with the same colors in them. They just repeat in each bag. Which one did I open? It was this one. So I got these ones. And they're actually really cute because they have 2 layers of the mesh in it. So there's an outside black layer. And then the inside is a color, which I thought was actually really cute. I thought this was going to be aesthetically pleasing. I know you guys... I'm one for the aesthetics. But can I? Okay, yeah, I can't hold all of them. So there is a green one, there is an orange one, a purple one, and a blue one. My favorite is actually the blue one and the purple one. I'm not too amused by the green one or the orange one, but they're still cute. I just got these because apparently you're supposed to change these every month if you use it for 30 days. And a bitch didn't know that. So I was just like, yeah, that's nasty. So I'm about to just get a bunch of them instead of going out every month and having to buy one because I don't got time. So I just went ahead and got a huge pack of these. And as I said before, split it with my mom. So we both can just be out here doing what the fucks we need to do. So I got these. I want to say that these were $35, close to $40. I want to say these are closer to $40, but this is definitely worth it because you get so many of them and they're actually really pretty. These will be linked in my Amazon storefront. If they're not, let me know and I will put them there. And the next thing that I'm going to show you guys, I'm actually going to show you guys together because they're basically the same thing. I got more contact paper because we know your girl loves her some contact paper. So I got these 4 rolls. I got 2 of each roll. I have this contact paper. This is like a gray brick, and originally I wanted this to be on my entryway wall when you first kind of like walk into my house. I wanted it to be this one, but I didn't really like the gray tone in this. I wanted it to be more of a beige, and this does look a little beige, but it's a little bit more gray to me, and I didn't really like that being there. So I decided to put this on the wall as you go downstairs, where my kids hang their book bags at. And there's actually a spot over there where I had to spackle over where I hung up their book bags because one of the hooks fell down and another one of the hooks fell down, so I gotta put it up again. So I figured that this was a good thing to put on the wall for their book bags. And I'm just going to get a different kind of... And then I also got this one, and I had to get 2 of these as well because one roll is just like half of the wall. So I really wouldn't have been able to get away with just using one roll. So this is what the one that I decided to get for my entryway wall looks like. This is more of a deeper taupe and brown brick pattern. I wanted to go for, again, like the neutral earthy tones. It doesn't really look real. Probably if it was a little bit further back, you probably wouldn't be able to tell too much, but it looks cute, and I hope that it looks nice on my wall and it does what it's supposed to do and it gives what it's supposed to give. So we are actually close to being done with this haul, you guys. I do have a couple more things to show you guys. The next thing that I got is, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this because this is the only thing that I got for my daughter's room right now. But I got her these little tiny butterfly decorations for her room. I wasn't really quite sure what all to get for her room because her moods change like every month. So I've been subtly trying to get her stuff, and this is one of the, I wouldn't say first few things, but one of the things that I got her like 2 other things too, but those are coming in the mail, and then the other things I already got her, but they're upstairs, and I didn't want her to see them because they're harder for me to like hide. But I got her these little tiny butterfly decorations for her wall. Okay, I only want to take out one now. And this is what they look like. You bend the wings so it looks like 3D coming off of the wall. And then it also comes with these little double-sided stickers to put on the back of it, and then you just stick it to the wall. The next kind of home decor thing that I got is this contact paper, and I've already gotten this like 6 times, 5 times. I don't know how many times I actually bought this. So I was holding on to this for a while before I actually was trying to put it on my counter. And then when I realized that I hated it, I kind of had it for too long. So I ended up needing to do something with it. And my thought process was to put it in my living room, which was a good and bad idea all at the same time, because this just seemed like a never-ending project that literally just would not stop. I've been trying to put this on my wall for the longest time now, and I am so ready to get this over with. I feel like I'm still going to need to get another one after this, but we will see after I actually get done using this roll. And it is just this all black contact paper, and it is extremely textured. Like, you can actually see the texture in it. It's just a matte black contact paper, and I, like I said before, ended up putting this in my living room, and I put it on the biggest wall in my living room, which was, again, the dumbest thing that I probably could have did. I probably could have gotten away with moving it or doing it on the other wall, and I'd probably be done by now, which now I'm thinking I want to just take this whole thing off the wall and just move it, but we're not gonna do that because we here now. We here now. But yeah, I just put it on my living room wall, and this wall in here, like all of these walls are textured, so they have like these little tiny beads on the wall, and there's like hundreds of them, and it's a lot harder to put contact paper on the wall with those beads, so I had to find numerous ways to actually get it to be on the wall. So in some places I have to now put a piece of contact paper over the contact paper that's already up there because it's already connected to the rest of the contact paper. I'm so over this, and some of me will want to take it down, but I feel like I'm gonna like this when it's done. So I'm just gonna keep finishing this project until I like it, or it's gonna kill me. So that's this. This is really good contact paper. It sticks very well to flat surfaces. If you want to go for like a matte black space, I would definitely get this one. The texture is very pretty. It's a very thick wallpaper, so you don't have to worry about seeing any overlapping under the contact paper. So moving on to the next thing, this is for the content girlies out there who be doing like vlogs and stuff like that. I currently have the Sony XII, or the Sony CyberShot VII, and this is screen protectors. It comes in a set of, I want to say 3, and hopefully you never have to use that many, but it comes in a set of 3. I already currently have one on my camera that I'm using right now. Sorry you guys, I really don't feel good. Like, it's starting to like go down. And these are really good for if you're like vlogging, or if you're going to be using your camera a lot. I definitely suggest putting a screen protector or a sleeve on your camera, so that way you're not cracking it, you're not scratching it. Equipment that we're using is like our babies, because this is how we actually connect with our followers, our subscribers, and stuff like that. So you want to be able to actually keep your equipment and your tools really like safe and secure. So I definitely suggest picking up this screen protector if you have the Sony CyberShot. But if you don't have this camera, this is just kind of like a public service announcement to pick up some screen protectors for your camera, just in case you weren't thinking about it or you didn't know about it. If you didn't know, now you know. So the next thing that I got is actually another tech thing, or another content creator thing. All of them are actually not in here right now. They're all in the corner charging. I'm just gonna grab one of them. It's extra batteries for your camera. Alright you guys, I'm back, I got it. So this is extra camera batteries. Sorry guys, I'm having to like force out me talking. Extra camera batteries. If you have the Sony CyberShot, then you know that this camera battery is horrible. Okay, it's fucking horrible. Great camera, great quality, horrible battery life. Currently, I just recently found out, again, for the girlies out there who's making like content, if you have this camera, you can plug up your camera to like an outlet or to your computer, and it will continuously charge and it won't die. I don't know how the actual sound quality is. I don't know if it's like clicking over there, but I have not had to plug up, or I have not had to change this battery, not once, since I started filming this whole entire video. And that has never happened before. But that's a little tip for y'all. If y'all got this camera, plug it up to the outlet or in your computer, and you don't gotta use your batteries. But still, I got these camera batteries. It came in a set of 2, and it also had little carrying cases to put them in, so you can easily store them in your purse or your pocket, whatever you actually carry around with you, your content bag. It also came with a cord to be able to charge your batteries, as well as a 2 charging ports for your actual batteries. And the good thing about this charger is it has a USB Type-C plug, whatever, and it also has an Android plug. So if you have a USB Type-C cord, you good. You got an Android cord, you good. So this is a really good thing to have with you. You ain't ever gotta worry about your batteries dying when you got this. So I would definitely pick up one of these if you make content. I'm about to wrap up in this blanket, and I'm about to go to bed. Actually, I'm about to eat or go to bed. But yeah, all right you guys, that's it for this video. If you liked it, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all of that good shit. Don't forget to check out my Amazon storefront so you can get all these little goodies that I showed you guys. And if you see anything in here that you want to get from like Target or Walmart or something like that, let me know and I will try and find those links for you guys, and I will post them in the description box. And make sure to follow all the rest of my social media. You should be able to see my links down in the description box down below. So if you want to follow me on any of my other social media, definitely go click that link and follow my other stuff. Follow me on TikTok because that's mainly where I am, because it's quicker, easier for me to do. Follow me on TikTok. But that's it for this video. I gotta go because I'm starting to feel horrible. Like I'm starting to feel like shit, you guys. Like my whole everything, like right up in here, no good, no good. All right you guys, that's it for this video. I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye.